What's going on, guys? BuddyLe here. Welcome to today's video. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. Today I'm going to be cooking something for you. Now this is something that I've been thinking about doing channel-wise for a while. A couple different reasons. One, there are a ton of things that we cook here in the house as a family that I just would really like to share with people. Things that are real delicious, real simple to make at the same time. And two, also more or less for I guess a video recipe for myself, because every time I cook something it always turns up different because I never write the recipe down and it kills me, so I can also use this to go back as a reference. What we're going to do today is going to be a cucumber pineapple chip salsa. It's quite delicious, and made it once before and have a funny story behind that. And wanted to make it again, been craving it for a while, and I figured I'd share it with you. Alright, for this recipe, what you're going to need to start off with is one cucumber. We're going to skin and dice it up later. We're going to need some cilantro, calls for half a cup. Some habaneros, 2 to 3, with the seeds out. I made that mistake last time when I made this, and I left the seeds in, and my asshole looked like a Japanese flag when I was, by the end of the week. It was bad. So habanero peppers, this is going to last me quite some time. Small red onion, we need a third of a cup of that. A can of recipe here that he sent me text message says fine chopped, no specific size, I just grabbed the middle one. Some lime juice, a couple tablespoons, some salt and pepper. Now with the lime, cilantro, onions and chilies, you can adjust that to how you like it, but this is just going to get you in the ballpark. The last time I made this, I used two cucumbers, but I doubled everything up. So pretty much how I explained it to you right here, what we're going to need is how it was, and it was quite delicious. But just this is going to get you in the ballpark of where you're going to want to be, and you can just, add or subtract from there. Just peeling the skin off this right now. You probably don't need to peel the skin off. I mean, it's all going to go in a blender anyway, or a little food processor. So I guess it doesn't really make a fuck. You can peel it, keep the skin on. I'm just peeling it. You can pull the seeds out of the cucumber if you want. I didn't last time. I'm not sure what much of a difference that's going to make. I might keep them in again, but it's up to your discretion. We're just cutting them up in small enough pieces to where we can put it into my food processor. We have our cucumbers in our processor here. I have a bigger one, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to pull it apart and clean it, so I brought out the little rinky-dink Barbie food processor. We're just going to pulsate this and bring it down. we have our cucumbers chopped up and put in our bowl. Next is the red onion. Calls for a third of a cup. Finely chopped. A third cup. That doesn't look like a full cup. God damn, them things stink. Third of a cup. That's good enough. Next, we're gonna cut up half a cup of cilantro and then add that to our food processor with our third cup of red onion. My wife's standing next to me shaking her head. I think I'm cutting this thing up wrong, but
I didn't say that.
Yeah, it works.
But it's like...
Next thing to add to the food processor is going to be your habaneros. It calls for 2 to 3, and make sure you seed these things because I fucked up last time and didn't, and I burnt my innards out, and I ruined it for everybody. Otherwise, it would have been pretty good. I'm going to pass them to my wife over there. She's going to rinse them out. I'm going to put 3 in here. Now, I've seen other recipes online. Today I was messing about. And you don't have to do habaneros. You can do jalapenos. You can do crushed red. I mean, anything. Any type of pepper you want, really. It doesn't really matter. This was for my other coworker. Well, one of my coworkers from the last place I used to work at. He brought this recipe in, or this batch of salsa in. His recipe called for the habaneros, and that's the recipe that he gave me, which is the recipe that I'm doing here. So I like all different types of peppers. It really doesn't matter, but some people can handle habaneros, some people can't, and that's fine. Bless you. Alright, let's go ahead and blend this up. Alright, here are the cucumbers, the cilantro, the onions, and the habaneros all together in the bowl here. Last but not least, we're going to crush up or chop up our pineapples. We are going to put the salt and pepper in with that. Oh shit, I forgot the lime juice. And we're going to do the couple tablespoons of lime juice in with this, along with the salt and pepper, and then we'll mix everything together. That's everything. I'm just going to stir this crap together. You could probably add other things like tomatoes and stuff like that. You know, as a matter of fact, this sounds like a good idea. I think I'm going to chop up a tomato and I'm going to put it in there with it. So it'll give it a little extra, some more color and some, I guess, excite the flavor a little bit. I'm not going to process this because it'll just be ketchup, but I am going to dice this up. Or the mixture of that habanero and them red onions. I've got my eyes and my nose doing some strange things.
I want to hear it. I was sitting here having the habaneros in my hands, washing them off for you, and I sneezed and I covered my nose
Oh boy.
with my hand that had habaneros all over it. Now I'm sitting here rubbing my nose with an ice cube just to make it feel better. I can't complain though, it's not as bad as OC's first.
At least you didn't go upstairs and take a piss.
Huh?
So at least you didn't go upstairs and try to take a piss or anything. And a whole new term to fire crotch. A whole new meaning.
Oh no.
That looks much better. Much better with the tomatoes in there. Really gives it a more exciting look and probably does something to the... makes the flavor pop a little bit. Now, you could let it sit and chill in the refrigerator for a while, or you can just be impatient like me and give it a shot. Holy shit. That's awesome. Really good. So there you have it. Real quick and easy. Almost maybe like a vegetarian type of salsa. No meat, no beans, no nothing. And I'm not for all the vegetarian thing, but you know what, damn it, this is good. So I'm going to, in the description below, put all the ingredients and the quantities that I personally used on this recipe. Again, with the onions, the peppers, the cilantro, and you know, it's going to be plus or minus to your liking, whatever you want to, whatever you like. So I hope you enjoyed this type of video. It's certainly something new for this channel. I've never done a cooking video before, but if it does all right or I get a lot of positive feedback, it's something I might implement. Again, the only reason why I wanted to do this is because every now and then we do cook something that's boss in this house, or create a snack like this salsa here, and it's a way for us to be able to share it with the public, and also we don't ever write this shit down as far as recipes goes. We don't. I actually had to text the guy that brought the salsa in the first time and hope that he remembered the recipe, and thank fuck he did. But this way it's something that I can come back to as a video reference if I make something and shoot a video on it, and my wife and I decide, hey, let's make this. Fuck, I don't have it written down. Well, I got a video on it, so it helps out. Hope you dug the video, and that's gonna be it for today. I think I might start working on an accord video tonight, but it's gonna be a 2-day thing, so that will be up. It'll be up before Wednesday when I have to go back to work, but I have to do half of it tonight and then the other half tomorrow because it's going to be a headlight video and I got to wait for dark. But anyway, I'm rambling on. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do decide to make this, feel free to post in the comments below how's yours turned out and whether or not you liked it. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.